I'm here with Pat Divilly, a brown belt from Galway, Ireland. As you can see, the car is now full again because tomorrow is... The show didn't go well. Not for me, not for us. It was quiet. Welcome to episode 53. Welcome back to normal service being resumed. That's not the right phrase, is it? Normal service has resumed. I'm back in the office. Last week was chaotic. Been away for a few days, coming back, trying to sort stuff with the house and trying to catch up on everything that I missed. It was absolute chaos. So there wasn't really much point recording stuff because it just wasn't going to be, I don't know. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the recap video from last week. I haven't actually filmed that yet. I'm filming it tomorrow and it's coming out on Saturday. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully it actually came out. Hopefully it was in time and hopefully it was a fun watch and give you a little bit more perspective and background to me, the last year and the few years leading up to that, and why I'm doing these videos and why I'm doing what I'm doing, trying to build this channel. Yeah, that's it, trying to build this channel. Trying to use this channel as a means of documenting and marketing and enjoying the process, I suppose. This week is a busy week, a big week. Tomorrow we have a podcast day in the office, a couple more episodes of Marketing actively being recorded. I am going to be sitting down with Pat Divilly, one of, what would you call him, one of the world's foremost breathwork teachers? I don't know, definitely one of Ireland's anyway. He's probably the biggest and most well-known in Ireland. So I'm going to sit down with him, have a bit of a chat. We're going to go around to our gym afterwards, catch the end of the afternoon class, do a few rolls and then film some content afterwards. So that should be fun, something different. And then later in the week, and then I did it again. Later in the week, then I actually forgot to check. I have something else later in the week, but this Sunday is also that's what's happening later in the week. We're up for an award with ZOMA. We are up for the National Enterprise Awards. You might remember a few months ago that we won the Loud Enterprise Award as the overall winner or whatever. So that means that we go forward to the National Awards, which are on this Thursday in the Mansion House, I think, in Dublin. So suiting up, going up there. Hopefully we'll get a nice win. I think there's a nice prize bonus for the winner, so that would be very nice. So we're looking forward to that. In the meantime, what else we have? Yeah, a couple of meetings and that. But then Sunday, your Fighting Championships number 11 is on in Newry, so we'll be going to that again. First time that we'll publicly be showing off the new gis. In fairness, the last time I had a sample on the stand, so people would have seen it, but this weekend is the first time that they're really publicly available. So it's an MMA show. How many gis I'll sell, don't know, but I've also put in a restock order because we're running low. There's a lot of sizes out of stock. I've had to send a couple more to a couple of the guys that we sponsored recently for the Worlds, which is on next week, IBJJF Worlds. So currently we have Aleph Brito is signed up. Jan Pika hasn't been announced yet, but by the time this video is out, by the time you're watching this, we'll have announced the sponsorship with Jan Pika, another really high level athlete who is competing at the Worlds next week also. That is 2 black belts. Then we have Marco Torres, a purple belt from Texas as well. He is competing in the Worlds. And then we have Luca Veras. I have to go through all the brothers there to remember his name. So Luca Veras is also competing in the juvenile blue belt division. That's one of the guys that I was with in Luxembourg a few weeks ago, and he's an absolute savage of a young man. His strength for a 16-year-old is out of this world. So looking forward to seeing how all of those get on. That's exciting. 4 entries in the Worlds, and we've only just released our gi in the last 5 weeks or whatever, 4 or 5 weeks. So that's a good start. We'll see how it goes. That's it. For now, I have to go and have a meeting with a kitchen manufacturer. I actually have to go down to the site in the meantime to spray some paint and mark stuff for the builder, then go view some kitchens, and then I have to stop saying and then have to go to the warehouse, pick up some stuff for Pat, drop off some samples to send to the guys in the US, and what's the other thing I have to do in the warehouse? Oh, pick up the staff t-shirts that are going to be printed for your show this Sunday. All go, busy day. All right, see you in a while. Hello, it's Tuesday morning. My face is very bright. I'm on the way into the office. Today is a big day. We have a lot happening today. Dave's recording a podcast this morning with, I can't think of the guy's first name. He owns Embassy Gym in Carrickmacross, close to us. Then Pat Divilly is coming in and I'm recording a podcast with him. There's a bag there of some Coffee&Kimuras gear. Yeah, it's about to fall over. A bag of Coffee&Kimuras gear for him because we're going to go and do a little bit of training afterwards and shoot a little bit of content as well. And this evening I am recording a piece for what would be last week's 12-month recap video, episode 52. We made it to 12 months. about that last week in the clip that I'm about to record later on. So this morning I was not scripting it, but putting a few thoughts together, a few notes. This camera keeps moving. A few notes together about what I want to speak about in that video. Not so much speaking about what actually happened in the last 12 months, but more so what I learned about it. Anyway, you'll have seen it already. You'll watch that video. If you haven't, go watch it. It's up there. I'm looking forward to today. I'm really looking forward to sitting down and talking to Pat. He's a really interesting guy. He's a very, very interesting story and a journey of how he's got to where he's got to, and someone who, it seems from the outside, has really found a kind of calling and a purpose. And I'm going to speak to him about the Japanese concept of ikigai, which is the intersection of what you like to do, what you can get paid to do, what's good for humanity, and something else. But anyway, it's essentially that it's your calling and your purpose in life. All good. Oh, and there's concrete going down in the house today as well, so yeah, happy about that. All right, see you in the office. How are you, man? Spotted someone lurking out there.
Huh?
Spotted someone lurking.
How are you getting on?
All good, how are you?
Good, man.
Welcome.
Jesus.
This is this HQ, yeah. Welcome to Coffee&Kimuras submission series, episode 1, because we've just decided to do it. I'm here with Pat Divilly, a brown belt from Galway, Ireland. He's going to show us a sequence from a guard pass counter to a Kimura grip and then to Taraka Plata. All right, let's go.
So we can start either open guard, butterfly guard, or half guard. So anywhere here where Chris is trying to pass, and I'm generally framing or trying to off balance him. And as soon as I can get control of a wrist, I'm just going to grab and I'm going to lock up my Kimura. Now he's going to try and defend, so he'll probably grab a hold of himself, in which case I'm going to give up the pass. So I'm going to let him pass, and as he passes, I'm going to spin around and come up on top. Okay. So in this sort of position. So from here, Chris is defending by grabbing his pants, or someone might grab their hip. Sometimes guys are strong, and it's going to be difficult to rip it. If I am going to rip it, rather than ripping this way, of course, I'm going to rip away this way, bring it up and over and behind the back. But sometimes it's going to be too difficult, he's going to be too strong. So in this case, I'm going to go Tarika Plata. So my left arm is going to come a little deeper, and I've got good control here of this arm. If this is loose, he's going to be able to free it up. So I don't want to let that be loose. So again, I'm going to thread this through. This frees up my right arm, where I can control his legs. And then I'm going to take a big step over the top. So I'm effectively going to pass my leg to this hand. So I press down, I'm going to throw this leg over. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw my right leg over the top, and I'm going to look to grab it with this hand. So again, I'm blocking the hip, throw the leg over. Let's not do a submission series today. First one we're looking at is a rolling Kimura. So I'm trying to pass the guard here. It looks a little bit gimmicky, but I think it works quite well. So I'm looking just to control a wrist from Chris, and I'm going to roll over the top and lock up my Kimura position. So I'm coming in here, I'm going to press his hand with his hip, I'm going to come up on top. So that's our rolling Kimura. Obviously I can do the same thing from this kind of position where we're down low. The same thing, always trying to control the wrist, go over the top and come up on top. Our second one is from standing. So Chris grabs a single leg. If I know he's not too explosive, and I know he's not going to blast me through the wall, I'm going to push his head to the outside, locked up again my Kimura position. I'm going to hop my leg forwards, come up in line with his legs, and then kick, and again just come up on top. Here I can finish from side control, or come to a T-Kimura position. Third option, we're in half guard. So Chris is trying to pass, I'm framing. Again, I'm going to lock up my Kimura once I can. He's probably going to try and defend, in which case I'm going to give him the pass, so I'm allowing him to pass. I'm going to spin around and end up on top. Once we get to here, if Chris is strong, it's going to be difficult to break this grip. Once I come up on top, I'm going to thread my left arm through nice and snug, stopping him from moving this, but that also frees up my right arm. I'm going to block off his legs with my right arm. I'm going to kick this leg over the top. I'm grabbing my own leg, and now it's the strength of my legs against the strength of his shoulder. That's our 3 Kimura variations for the day.
Training done. Training and podcast done. A productive day.
Great day.
Thanks for coming down, Pat. Appreciate it. Podcast, I don't know when it's going to be out. It'll be a little while, but I'll let you know. We also filmed, I was going to say we filmed an instructional. We filmed multiple instructionals. Maybe only one is going to make it.
50 of it.
Coffee time.
Hello, welcome to Tuesday morning. No, welcome to Wednesday morning. This is back. I pulled it out today because I haven't looked at it in a while. The last day that I had marked was the 4th of April. Today is the 22nd of May. That is just a visual. No, not a visual. An explanation. No, not an explanation. Anyway, that's how the last 6 weeks have gone. That I haven't been able to pick up and read this amount each day. Nah, that's it. I'm just making excuses now. I'm not making excuses. This is a terrible clip. Anyway, I could have read it. I didn't. But now I'm back on the train, so I'm going to try and catch up. I'm not going to catch up on 6 weeks today, but we'll do a few days every day for the next while and get back in the habit, get back in the routine. I want to finish that book. Can't we just print more money? And then I'm going to read Surrounded by Idiots. They're the next two. Yesterday was a great day. Had a great time with Pat. Really good chat on the podcast. Well, we didn't go mad with training. It was more camera based to get some shots for Coffee&Kimuras. Did a couple of little instructionals which didn't really end up the best. Pat kept to finish at a Taraco Plata. Anyway, it was fun. It was a good time. Great to meet him in person. We've interacted a little bit online and messages back and forth, so nice to meet him in person, sit down and have a chat about what he's up to and what he's thinking and get some thoughts out of his head. That podcast will be out. It'll probably be like 6 weeks before it's out, to be honest. Tomorrow morning, next episode of the podcast is coming out, which is my chat with Thomas Arnold from back in February. So we are banking content, obviously. Banking episodes. It's taken probably a little bit too long to get them out, but we're doing essentially 1 day of recording a month, getting it 2 or 3 podcasts in, and then we're releasing them every second week, pretty much to give us a buffer, because look, it's not a core thing that we're doing. It's like a nice to have, almost nice accessory piece for us to be able to talk to people. It'll put us under too much pressure within the business to get episodes out every week, get content out every week. It'll water down the content on the ZOMA socials of what inherently we're doing within the business as well. So that's the reason that we've taken that decision. It's going okay so far. The last episode, was it last episode or one before with Shane Flynn? Yeah, it was the last one. I got a great reaction, really, really good reaction. Shane's a really interesting guy, has some concrete opinions and sticks to them and is very vocal about them. So he's quite interesting to listen to as well. So if you haven't listened to that, go and listen to that. I'll link it up there. That's right, isn't it? Yeah, that's right. Anyway, today, what's today? Today we have a concrete pour this morning on site, a team meeting afterwards, a client meeting after that. No, we're not going to Fred's today. We're back out of Fred's today because we have a lot on. I'm going to be spending my day in the office today. Finally. Once the concrete pour goes okay this morning, I'll be in the office for the day, which is the first pretty much full day that I'll spend in the office. I'll have spent in the office in about 2 weeks. So that'll be good to catch up on a few things, go through a team meeting this morning, go through everything that's happening and make sure that I haven't missed something or that everything's up to date. And make sure that yeah, we're in good shape. That's it. There was something else I was going to tell you about and I don't know what it was, so that'll have to wait till later. All right, see you later, bye.
Fucking bigger and bigger. I'm gonna have them translation headsets next. you know everyone's just sitting listening into headsets because it's all in different languages, you know.
And I love the way the narrator is like completely taking all the emotion out of it. There's a genocide going on.
I don't know if you're slagging Felipe or Niall there though.
Oh no.
The two foreigners.
Yeah, two foreigners. Yeah. Tell you what, Cross McGlenn's further away than Brazil. No, keep them aces in your pocket.
Another day of living the dream. It's 6:15, I'm going home. But I'm not done yet. I have a lot to do when I get home. But it's all good. I was going to record in the office today and introduce you to Felipe, but it didn't happen. So that can wait. I won't be in the office tomorrow. I might be in for a bit in the morning, but tomorrow is awards day. Hence, a suit. All right, for now, I'm going home. See you later. Bye. Hello, I'm back at home. I'm currently listening to my friend Gary Fox on the Entrepreneur Experiment podcast. He has a guest on whose name is not in the title, or it might be, it's not scrolling across enough, so I don't know. But he's essentially created an AI platform that outperforms Warren Buffett and the stock market essentially. Sounds quite interesting. He's very secretive about it, obviously, because it's a secretive industry. I'm probably a little bit in the dark here, but so what? What I'm going to do now is rummage through this box, see what I have here, and see what I need to pick up on Friday for the Euro show this weekend, which I found out today I can actually set up on Saturday evening, which makes my day a lot easier on Sunday. So we'll go set up Saturday evening, turn up on Sunday, sell some gear, watch some fights, break it all down, go home. Perfect plan. All right, I'm gonna sort, see what I have, plan out what I need. Fun. Hello, what day is it? It's Thursday and it's 12 o'clock-ish. I'm on the way back from a different print shop. I'm on the way back from Brian's place. Brian is the guy who's done a lot of the graphics around the ZOMA office. I was picking up price board that was getting printed for the Euro show this weekend for the stand with all the pricing on it, discounted for special offers on the day. You know yourself, the usual. I also popped into the warehouse and filled the boot. You might be able to see the top of some gear sticking out of a box there in the boot. Filled the car with merch for the stand as well, so ready to go now pretty much. I'm going home now to drop all this off, get a bag packed, pick up my tux and head for Dublin. On the way then I have to stop in the other print shop where we get the merch printed and pick up the staff t-shirts for the Euro show. So I'll go. And I was also collecting some plywood this morning for the build for the site. So it's been a lot of so's in that sentence and a lot of collecting this morning, a lot of running around in the car, and I'm not done yet. Not bad coffee actually, thanks Anya. What is the plan then? The plan is later on that we're going to the Mansion House and we're going to win 25 grand and we're going to win, well I probably should have mentioned what the award is first before I mention the money, but I get excited by 25 grand. What we're planning on winning, what we're up for is the National Enterprise Award. I think that's what it's called anyway. Winner wins, I think it's 25 grand. I thought it was more, to be honest. I thought it was 50, but it seems like it's 25. Either way, it'd be a nice little boost and an award to go along with it. Dave counted it up last night. In 3 years in business, a little over 3 years, we've won 8 awards and been nominated for 14. That is sensational for essentially a brand new business. Yeah, mind blowing. So very honoured, proud, privileged and grateful. Also yesterday was 3 years since Ewan joined us, and Ewan's been a massive boost and bonus to the business and has done some really good work. Apart from leaving us for 6 months last year to go travelling, but it was good for him on a personal basis and I suppose we're benefiting from that to a certain extent too. That's the update. I'll try and get some footage this evening. I probably won't take my camera with me because like I said in episode 52 last week in my recap, I'm still not all that comfortable filming in public and all that stuff. But also I just want to enjoy myself and have a few drinks and win somewhere between 25 and 50 grand and a nice award. Alright, see you in a while, bye.
ZOMA! From the Royal County, from County Meath, please welcome Hooker Technologies.
Hello again, it's Saturday evening. I haven't recorded since Thursday, which went well. Not quite as well as we would have hoped, but close enough. We won the Northeast Region Award, so Enterprise of the Year, whatever. Yeah, we won the Northeast Region, which essentially meant that we knew we weren't going to be winning the National Award, which was a bit of an anticlimax, bit bittersweet. Still nice to win it, really nice to be recognised. And nice to get another award for the cabinet. So that's 14 nominations and 9 awards in 3 and a bit years. I think that's quite a good return, in fairness. As you can see, the car is now full again because tomorrow is your Fighting Championships number 11, I think. Yeah, 11. And they're setting it up this evening, which is usually all done on the Sunday morning but there's a half marathon in Newry tomorrow morning, so maybe that's why they're doing it. I don't know. Either way, it's been done this evening, and so I'm going to drop all this gear off. I'll set up the rails and the table, and that's about it really. Just want to drop everything off. It'll shorten my day a little bit tomorrow, and we'll set up the stand itself and put everything out tomorrow when we get there. So it just means I can leave it an extra little bit of time tomorrow, which isn't too bad. Happy enough with that. Aside from that, this has been a hectic week, and it's not done yet. Looking forward to the show tomorrow, looking forward to the fights, looking forward to also the first time getting geese in front of people. So it's the first time that really people will be able to see and feel the geese in person. We did have a sample one at the last year show, but that was a bit of time. We didn't really know when they were going to be released specifically at that stage. So this will be the first time that people will be able to actually buy them on the stand as well if they want to. At obviously a discounted rate in person. Give me that cash, boy. And that's it. That's all. Alright, see you later, bye. Hello, welcome to the Canal Court. I have the stand set up, and I just have to decorate it with some Coffee&Kimuras merch. The fights are starting in, 20 minutes, half an hour. So, on track. A bit easier by coming up yesterday evening and dropping everything off rather than having to come up, drag everything in this morning and then set it all up. So it was a little bit more relaxed today, which is nice. We'll see how today goes. Done. Just in time. Fight's just about to start. Perfect. Hello, it's Monday morning. Someone plugged out my camera at the show last night, so when it had died, I plugged it in and then went back to get it to record, and it had been plugged out. The cable had been pulled out of the socket. I'm sure it was an accident, but whatever. That meant that I couldn't record. So packed up, came home, and that was it. The show didn't go well. Not for me, not for us. It was quiet. I think a lot of people, it's a lot of the same people that fight on the show, a lot of the same gyms obviously, so a lot of the same people that will be seeing the gear a lot, and a lot of them have already bought some gear. So I'm not sure if that's the reason, but we didn't get the sales that I was hoping for. The show itself was good, fights were good, the main event was very good, and there was a couple of big knockouts earlier on as well. So it was a good show, enjoyable show, but unfortunately it just didn't go as well as I had hoped for us. We'll see how it goes in future. Still enjoyable to go, still enjoyable to see the fights, enjoyable supporting Decky and supporting the local guys, so it was worth the trip, but it's making me reevaluate, and I did have this in my head beforehand anyway, reevaluating the kind of in-person pop-up stand, pop-up shop plan or strategy going forward. I have some ideas in my head about what I want to do around events that I like to run myself, and possibly do pop-ups at that. Minor versions, smaller versions of what we, I don't know. I still have to work that out. In the meantime, I did over the weekend, I know it's Monday morning and I should be talking about the week to come, but because I didn't talk about it last night, I'm going to do a quick recap. I did get a file sent to me that I'm working on a new event that might be part of a different MMA show in the next month, towards the end of June. So I'm going to review that now, see what that looks like, and possibly speak to the guy who runs that show and see what we can do around that. Alright, anyway, that's it for episode 53. Hope you enjoyed the episode 52, by the way. The recap video seemed to go down quite well. Very, very happy with it. I think it's one of the best videos I've put out there. I think the reflection piece is good. I should probably do that a little bit more often. Might even do that once a month. Start getting into the figures a bit more of the actual growth of the channel and see how it's going and what we can do to improve it. Be a bit more open about the reflection of that. Or maybe I shouldn't, because it is just a documenting channel. Anyway, that's it. Thanks a million for the support. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next one. All of that stuff. See you next week. Excuse me.
Content that you tend to put out there. Yeah, it definitely has. I mean, that other point of view where it's kind of like, oh, people are going to steal our stuff, that definitely does.
snug. Tuck his legs. Oh, Jesus Christ.
You nearly had it. It was closer than that. Third time up. Fifth time up.
Action.